Feast your eyes on the horror movies, that is, what's inside the newest Horror Pack subscription service. Supposed to be fair, though, there's not much to be feasting your eyes on, as all the contents of horror films are inside this white plastic body bag. If you are a fan of horror films, I know I am, and like to get horror titles of a random selection delivered to your door, perhaps consider the idea of hitting that subscribe button down below and subscribe to the Horror Pack. If you're on the fence and certainly would like to check out some of the contents one could expect to find inside the Horror Pack, then sit a spell as I cut open this and reveal the innards inside. You'll get not one, not two, not three, but 4 horror titles. And you can get them in the media format of DVD or the media format of Blu-ray. You can also technically go the route of both. I've considered the idea in the past of actually subscribing to both the DVD and the Blu-ray, because sometimes you'll get those obscure titles on DVD that have not yet made their rounds to Blu-ray format. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and get this opened up. I'm going to grab my knife, Chet Cuddington III. We're going to go ahead and cut open this turkey and check out the giblets inside. Let's see what we got going on in here. Now, of course, I'm going to pull out one title at a time. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. If you've seen the title, let me know down below in the comments section. If you haven't, but the title seems intriguing, maybe based on the cover or the description of the movie, let me know down below in the comments section as well. I know certainly back in the day of going around the renting idea of renting movies, of course, at video stores, you really didn't have much to go by other than just the cover. It was the cover that really lured you in. And then based on the cover, you would probably pick it up, look around to the back, and, of course, read the stats on the back. That's maybe why I feel some of the 80s horror films were so successful. Because really, when you look at the artwork on some of them, like the Nightmare on Elm Street films, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 is my all-time favorite horror movie poster. What is yours? Let me know down below in the comment section. I know, we're just talking away. We're doing other stuff other than looking at the contents. Let's see what we got going on inside. We have Insidious Chapter 3 from the makers of Paranormal Activity and writer-director Leigh Whannell and producer James Wan. I don't recognize actually this cover. I feel like I've got a different cover. Maybe with the key hands, maybe? I don't know. Insidious Chapter 3. Now again, I've got myself wondering here. I know certainly the back looks the same. I don't recognize, though, the front. Maybe they have changed the cover slightly. Anybody new to the Insidious films? They're actually really decent films. They're not really part of the Conjuring universe, though many people make that confusion. There was rumblings at one point that they were going to try to do an Insidious/Conjuring pairing, but I think it comes from different studios, so the likelihood of that happening is probably slim to none. Go back to the beginning in this chilling prequel that takes place before the unforgettable haunting of the Lambert family, when paranormal investigators Tucker and Specs team up with the psychic Elise to help a teenage girl contact her late mother. Elise is forced to venture back into the further, where she finds a ruthless supernatural entity craving the souls of the living. In the darkest chapter yet in this spine-tingling portrayal of evil unleashed. Yes, I would like to get into voice acting, can you tell? Blu-ray features include Being Haunted, A Psychic Medium Speaks, Deleted Scenes, Stunts, The Car Crash, Cherry Glazer, Tiptoe Through the Tulips, Macabre Creations, and also included the original story making of Chapter 3. Runtime on this, first of all, the release date I think was 2015, if I'm judging this correctly, down below. And the runtime, I'm looking for 97 minutes. 97 minutes. You know the good thing about some of these more recent horror films, they're very quick to zip through. Usually if I'm watching one of these films with, say, my significant other, they may say, how long is the movie? And usually I can look on the back. If I can see the hours of runtime, I can know right off the bat, is this a movie that we can watch tonight? If it's too long, I'm probably going to be having to look over and wake the person up throughout the course of the film. But that's a nice digestible amount of time, 97 minutes. I can do that. I can do that standing on my head. I haven't tried that yet. Anyways, reaching in and pulling out the next one, we have Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I think this is a film I own, but to be truthful, I've never seen it. It stars Lily James, Sam Riley, Douglas Booth, Matt Smith, and Lena Headey. It has something to do with it's a vintage period piece, and of course it has zombies in it. I pretty much have just summarized the entire film. Slay with pride, kill with prejudice. Very clever the way they've done it. You'll also notice too that this is a 4K release. It still will have a Blu-ray, so I'm not out of luck or anything like that. A zombie outbreak has fallen upon the land in this reimagining of Jane Austen's classic tale of tangled relationships between lovers from different social classes in 19th century England. Feisty heroine Elizabeth Bennet, played by Lily James, is a master of martial arts and weaponry, and the handsome Mr. Darcy, played by Sam Riley, is a fierce zombie killer, yet the epitome of upper-class prejudice. As the zombie outbreak intensifies, they must swallow their pride and join forces in the blood-soaked battlefield in order to conquer the undead once and for all. The runtime on this, I'm looking for currently as well. I don't see it. Again, the problem is everything on here, there's 107 minutes. That's the runtime for you. Release date, again, I'm looking. It's not that old, several years ago, but it's certainly not old. Some people would say that's still old. I don't see a release time for this, a release date. It's, like I said, really, it's 2000 and I think that says 16. You can see by the size of my thumb and then how small that font is, how difficult it would be. Almost impossible to read that. That's a very good title, though. Add that to my collection, of course. Reaching still further in, we've got Witch's Brew, the Horror Pack Limited Edition Blu-ray. Midnight Cruise Studios presents Witch's Brew, a film by Chris Is it LaMartina? I believe it's LaMartina. On the back, let's see here. When two microbrewers screw over the town witch, she curses their latest batch of beer. Everyone who drinks it suffers a gruesome death. Midnight Cruise Studios returns with another hilarious and gory horror comedy. This was released pretty recently, 2020, with a runtime of 88 minutes. It almost looked like, is it Linnea Quigley? Slightly older, yes, but it kind of looks like it is her. Special features include audio commentary. Special features include behind-the-scenes featurette, a drinking game, and theatrical trailers. Never seen this one ever. You have to give that a watch. And last but certainly not least, we've got Saint Agatha. Now this seems interesting enough. From the director of Saw 2, 3, and 4, Atone for Your Sins, and then that's Au Français. A horror film with brains and atmosphere. Interesting. Let's look at the back here. A pregnant unmarried woman on the run from her abusive father seeks refuge in a convent hidden in deafening isolation. A perfect place to have a child reveals a sick and twisted truth, pushing Agatha to escape this evil and save her baby before she's caged behind these walls forever. The following statement I just made will also be provided au français down below. An engaging thrill ride full of shocking moments. Special features include director and cast commentary, deleted scenes, and that seems to be it. It has a runtime of 103 minutes. Again, nice and easy to digest. And the release date was 2018. Never even heard of this film. But I'm going to definitely give this a check. And it sort of looks like it falls within the expectation level that you would normally get with like the Conjuring films. So I'll definitely give that a watch. Have you seen any of these films, viewing audience? Let me know down below in the comments section. I'm sure some of you have probably seen Insidious 3. I've never seen Witch's Brew, so I'll have to give that a watch. Good selection of titles for this month. As I've stated in the past, I would love to see a horror pack maybe release 2 horror subscriptions every single month. You know, your regular current releases, and I'd love to see them maybe do like a retro monthly release where it was like monthly titles of more 80s and 90s films. I think that would be fun as well. But like these are more mostly within the current 2000s. I don't think any of them, none of them actually, fall underneath the 2000s. So if you have seen any of these titles, let me know down below in the comments section. If you also would like to subscribe to the Horror Pack, now that you've seen a taste, if you will, of things that to come if you were to get one of these for yourself, click the link down below in the video description. And while you're meandering down in the dungeon, consider the idea, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to this channel. Move on over to the bell notification and turn that on so that when new videos are coming onto this channel, you'll get that little notification. And keep in mind, Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll find new videos popping up on this channel. So sit back and enjoy. When those times show up, that's when new videos will pop up as well. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.